Hey, welcome to New Jump City, everybody, where we recap the week in American and Japanese sequential art. I am your host, Christian, the unbiased king. Espinal, and joining me through Discord, it is the man, the myth, the legend. It is Joshua, Gangsta Time Code.
It's called Partner, but it should be called Gangsta Time.
What's good, Chris? What's good? What up, everybody listening?
Hey.
Yeah, it was close.
Joining us from the Singularity, it is our edgelord producer, Big News Brian.
What's up, nerds?
Hi. How's everybody doing? So Brian got trapped in the Singularity again, so he is joining us from the internet itself and has manifested as an AI voice. So, it should be fun. He can only speak for a few seconds at a time. So, but I'm glad he could join us today. We got some manga to talk about. Black Clover came back like a month ago, and we're just covering it now. Woo! Because we have all the time in the world. It comes out every 3 months. So, we've decided to take some time that One Piece is off for the week. And let's not waste any time. Let's get into plugs. You can find me at the Chris Espinal on Twitter and Instagram. Joshua Cole, where can they find you?
At JD_Cole_37 on Instagram, where I'm also active at, and at New Jump City, that's on TikTok. Get at me.
Yeah, you could also. Brian, where can they follow you?
You could find me at b.esp on Twitter and Instagram. And if you want to catch me when I'm streaming, you can find me at twitch.tv/itspunchline.
Damn right. You can follow the show itself at New Jump City on Twitter and Instagram. You could also email us at newjumpcitypod@gmail.com with any questions, suggestions, anything you guys want us to talk about. We'll talk about it in our pre-show chat show that we didn't do because Brian's stuck in the Singularity. So it didn't feel right to do the pre-show without him. Check us out. We got a backlog of questions on there, and we do plan on getting to it very soon. So keep sending them in. You could follow the show, subscribe to the show on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you listen to audio podcasts. We are pretty much available on every platform known to man. Check out our YouTube channel. We're back in full effect on YouTube. Please check us out on that. Give us a like, a share, subscribe. We do
you'll see our faces.
Oh yeah, we do a breakout videos for every series we cover. So if you don't want to listen to the whole show, you just want to hear us talk about Sakamoto Days, we have a separate breakout for Sakamoto Days, and you can check that out. So please give us a like, a share, a subscribe. Make me feel good about all the work that I do to edit this thing. So and that's it. That's it for the plugs. We should get into the show itself.
Bloody Cross.
Sakamoto Days. This is Sakamoto Days, chapter 201. What, you two? What took you? My bad.
Alternate title, Flashback Days.
Flashback Oto Days. Last we left off, Sakamoto had been fighting with Ikari, an assassin that is bodyguarding Ando and is very much obsessed with Ando. Sakamoto punched him through a slide, sending him flying upward into the slide, beat him up in the slide, broke the slide, and then did like a Dragon Ball Z style spike down to the ground, where he landed on Ando, who was about to kill Shin for ruining his life. Sure. Yeah, for ruining his life, and by surviving an assassin orphanage. But now the tables have turned. Ando is down on the ground, and the chapter starts off with Shin picking up the gun that his father had and pointing it at Ando, and Ikari is pissed because he's like, "What are you doing, assassin? Control that friggin' punk!" And Sakamoto is just like, "Chill, man. If you kill him now, the bomb with the ship will go off." And Shin doesn't give a fuck. He's like, "This bastard was gonna kill me," and I was an idiot to.
I know for sure.
Definitely for sure. And he said I was an idiot.
He said it in his head.
Yeah. He said I was an idiot to expect a scumbag like him to be capable of love. And Ando starts provoking him. He's like, "You think you could pull the trigger? I thought you came here to find your dad." And he's like, "You were about to kill your own kid, so drop dead." Good counterpoint.
Yeah, that was great.
But Ando has a good counterpoint of his own and say, "Take down all these passengers too? What does Sakura think about that?" And Shin is...
The scientist from the research lab he grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right?
Chris remembered that name.
I did remember that name.
Yeah. Dr. Asakura Papaog.
I don't think that's his name. So yeah, Shin gets pissed and tells him to leave Asakura out of it, and Ikari just shouts at him to stop, and it scares him. It like gives him a little shock, and he pulls the trigger, shooting Ando like in the shoulder-ish area. Ikari pulls a whole like Calvin, no, from Django, you know, where he kill him with where Candy,
Master Love, Candy,
Calvin. Samuel Jackson.
He started crying. Oh, I hate that so much.
Yeah, he was weeping.
I'm so conflicted about that movie, man.
Yeah.
I love and hate it at the same time.
I feel that. But anyway, Ikari starts to lunge towards Shin. Ando is literally
mad frenzy.
Yeah, Ando's literally on the ground like, "Man, this motherfucker really shot me." He's basically like, "That stupid brat I saved 13 years ago shows up with some hitman and screws the whole thing up. I should have let that punk die," as he remembers holding Shin as a baby. And right as Ikari is about to make his move and literally hit Shin with an entire anchor, Ando actually comes in and saves him out of, I guess, pure parental instinct.
As he says, "What am I doing?"
Yeah, what am I doing? This man is struggling and fighting with his urge to be a good father. And Shin yells at him, like, "Why'd you save me?" And Ando says, like, "Who knows? I must be soft in the head." He's like, "See, good thing I let you escape. You can't shoot for spit. You'd never cut it as a hitman." And he starts to fall to the ground. He holds Shin by the shoulder. He's like, "You sure got big." And he falls to the ground. And Shin was like, "Why couldn't you just say it out loud?" He's like, "It's too late now, you stupid old jerk." And Sakamoto sees this man who got stabbed with an anchor and was like, "He's still alive." He's gonna apply pressure to his wound and keep him conscious. Shin asks Sakamoto where he's going, and Sakamoto says that he's got to go disarm the bomb while Ando's still alive, because once he dies, the thing is going to explode. So, you know, he tells Shin offers to go with him. He explains that the bomb is in the engine bay, and Sakamoto tells him, "No, stay here. This is the last moment you'll have with your dad." And so Sakamoto goes off alone. And Ando gets Shin's attention and tells him, "I'll tell you right where it is. Go with him. I'll hang here. I'll hang in there till you get back." And Shin listens to his dad and follows Sakamoto. And that is where the chapter ends. Josh, what did you think about Sakamoto Days, chapter 201?
This is tough. You know, this is a week where we're missing a couple other chapters to be in the mix, but RGC is an RGC,
Hey,
and I've got to give it to Sakamoto Days, man.
I agree. I think this is my RGC as well.
It's so close though. It's so close with one other series.
Mhm.
So and I'll say that, and I'll give my reasoning then. So
Certified RGC. Certified RGC. Certified RGC.
yeah, all right. But let me explain why this was my favorite chapter of the week. So just gonna say this off the rip. I already wanted to see Ando return. Now I want it more than ever. Let me break something down to you, okay? There's things that I want to see in manga, like in series that I enjoy, you know, like in One Piece. No spoilers, I guess. I want to see Usopp develop hockey. I'll just leave it at that. For those who know, no, I want to see him develop that. In Undead Unluck, I wanted to see, you know, a few more characters fleshed out before it ended. RIP. Let me give you an example of something I need to see happen. Those are wants. Needs is Ando needs to show up in the prison, saved after this situation, right? He's still alive in the prison to help them out. It needs to happen. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to stay down here and rot for my decisions, but I'm glad to see you, kid. And then he comes back later on. It's the stuff of dreams. You know what I mean? It's every child wants to be loved.
Yeah.
By their biological parent.
Yeah.
Or guardian. Or non-biological. It's okay. Well, he wanted it to be biological in this time.
Yeah.
Okay?
I mean, Shin was not adopted. So he was like basically a homeless foster child or something. He was like, so he had no like other parent. So Ando is his only parent at this point.
Yeah. That's what I need to happen. Anyway, wait for Sakamoto to turn. This was like an iffy situation for me. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, like them dealing with like the emotional aspect of Shen and his father. I wasn't sure how like much emphasis they were gonna put into like the how do I put it? Like how devastating it could be for like, you know, like again, for a child to be seeking that love and validation from someone and then like not only not get it, but be betrayed in the ultimate way to even like almost get killed. I mean, that was heavy stuff. And they still found a way to wrap it up and make it more emotional do like sheer shonen force. Like he just saved his son because he remembered, like, oh, I wasn't a piece of shit in the moment I was holding my infant child. In that moment, I thought of different things about how maybe I love this kid. You know, they didn't really preach it. I don't know what they're gonna do in the next chapters as far as like Ando's perspective of him trying to make up to Shin or anything like that. But it was executed well. And I respect that. I respect that so much in these manga series. It's easy to just show cool artwork of people busting each other's ass. It's definitely hard to strategize it, you know, like how Hunter x Hunter does. But it's also good writing to show, you know, characters' feelings and desires expressed and challenged all in a small arc. It's nice. That's what the best flashbacks are. The ones that can stir your emotions in a I guess a short time, so to speak. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm droning on at this point. I don't have anything else specific to say. I mean, the anchor guy, hilarious. He's someone I want to see come back too.
Yeah.
Just because swinging the anchor is cool, and he's such a fiend for like he needs to be alive with Ando in the prison, still tagging along with him, and maybe he might be fully dressed as a whole woman now because you know
it could be.
it's prison.
Oh,
You know, his choice.
It's
Not
true.
judging him.
Hey,
Just saying
that's how it be.
it would be amusing. Not gonna lie. And I feel bad. I feel bad for however that could be offensive. And I'm trying here, but it would be really funny.
It would be.
Okay. Well, please save me, Chris. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought this chapter was really good as well. Obviously, this is my RGC.
Certified RGC. Certified RGC.
Yeah.
Certified RGC.
Yeah, we don't know Ando very well, and I think this chapter, this arc has done like a very interesting job of showing just like the struggle that Ando has between self-preservation and trying to watch after his kid, because he just can't help himself, because like deep down it's that very interesting thing of it, and it's not like particularly healthy, of flip-flopping between showing care for Shin and disregarding him entirely.
Some might say toxic.
Yeah, it's definitely toxic, but it is an interesting viewpoint to see that like he did save him initially. Like he got him out of that orphanage in the interest of preventing Shin from potentially dying at that orphanage. And although he regretted it, he only regrets it in the sense that it caused him personal inconvenience. And and we're seeing in this chapter that he would do it again. Like despite all this, and despite saying that he should have let Shin die, he's definitely not letting him die. He took an anchor to the back for Shin, and it's that like I think it's literally moving on instinct. It's going against your better self-preservation to protect your child. That probably comes with being a father or being a parent, and if you have any semblance of conscious or caring about your kid at all, I think like this is what would happen, even if you feel like on an external level you wouldn't do this for your kid, or that this could be an option for you. I don't know. I hope I'm explaining myself right. It's an interesting interpretation of that preservation, of that but that protective instinct.
You have that usurps your preservation
Yeah.
of life, almost like the flight or flight instinct. It's similar to that. I mean, what I thought about too was how like illogical it was for him to sacrifice himself to save Shen.
Yeah.
Since if he died, the ship was gonna explode.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would have definitely killed them, but like it would have definitely put him in danger to die.
Yeah.
So it's clearly just pure instinct.
Yeah, it's just not like it's not even just throwing his life away. It's in theory forgetting that he has the lives of everybody else on this boat. But he would trade that all just to make sure Shin didn't die right there. It's an interesting thought to have, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they go deeper with this when the battle is over and they reunite with Ando at the end. If he's even alive by the time they get back, because he has a gigantic hole in his back.
Yeah, it's kind of rough.
Yeah. He has an anchor-sized hole in his back, in his spine. So...
Yeah, he might be in a wheelchair when we see him in the prison.
Yeah, I mean, to say the least. That's got to be bare minimum.
Maybe he developed brain powers too, and he's
yeah?
in a wheelchair like Professor X.
Yeah, he's like mind controlling his body to move. Isn't that like what?
Well, the wheelchair.
Yeah. Oh, with the wheelchairs. To me, my son, I abandoned.
My son. Yeah. I'm here to make up for the past
Yeah.
by being this guy's ass.
Yeah.
Now, what am I talking about? Sakamoto's about to beat the shit out of Tenkyu.
Ikari. Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah, you're right. I was just thinking about this flashback of the Ikari.
Yeah.
Well, first he's gonna beat the shit out of Ikari in the flashback in the past, and then we're gonna travel back to the present, and he's gonna beat the shit out of Thank You.
Yeah.
But those are really all my thoughts. I just really love the like dilemma that this character has. That despite his best interest and despite his like desire to even do so, he does it anyway. Even though he is objectively a bad parent.
Objectively,
This doesn't necessarily redeem him. I'm not saying that.
partners.
Yeah, I'm not saying that at all. It doesn't redeem him. It is just like an interesting fact that he just can't fucking help himself. That if he's in the same room with this fucking kid, he will save him. But when he's far apart from him, he's like, fuck that kid.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Basically. But that's all I have to say. Brian, what did you think about this chapter?
An interesting chapter, not where I thought it would go because it seemed like they were building up Ando to be an irredeemable sack of poo-poo, but it wouldn't be Sakamoto if there wasn't a curveball tossed in to keep you on your toes. It raises a lot of questions about Ando, which is good. I prefer that over a two-dimensional selfish dirtbag, but the dude just got shot and took a whole-ass anchor to the spine, so shit ain't looking too hot for Shin's closure next chapter. I'd say I don't have too many thoughts on this one. I'll hold off my full thoughts until next week where things will hopefully start to open up. Definitely an interesting chapter, though.
That's right.
Okay. I don't think he gave his RGC for any chapter, did he?
I can't tell you.
I don't think we don't allow robots to give RGC. Actually.
Is that the rule? But it's not Brian. It's still. I mean, it's not a robot. It's still Brian in there.
Well, that's, I guess, a whole other existential conversation that we would have to have.
Yeah,
Maybe for a pre-show.
maybe.
About what is life.
What is life? Who are the machines alive?
You still haven't watched Pluto, motherfucker.
I still haven't watched Pluto. That's my mistake.
And I've been reading One Piece. I've been reading it. I know you've been seeing the chapters go up. When
I have
you
been
go.
seeing the chapters go up.
Yeah.
I
And
do.
you're like-
No, trust me. I want to watch Pluto. I'm trying to get through Free Red.
Oh, you ain't get to Free Ring yet?
No, I haven't been watching a lot of anime.
So lovely. It's such a nice. You know?
Yeah, it's like a.
It turns up, though.
It does. I know it does. I got
But
to the
it's
part where
still
they
so
met.
chill.
I'm up to the part where they met Stark.
Oh, you're in the first season. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
You're
other two seasons?
never going to watch Pluto.
I am going to watch Pluto. I promise you. I want to watch Pluto. No. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Not the whole body. Not
That's
the
how
whole body.
confident I am that you're not going to watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
if I don't bring it up to you.
I'm gonna watch it.
No, that's not fair. I got to keep bringing it up.
No, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I promise you. I want to watch it.
How long did it take me to watch Full Metal Alchemist?
I watched it like years ago.
Well, you did it.
Yeah, I did. This isn't new.
Not this one.
Brotherhood?
You didn't watch this one. Oh, no. I said, you know how long it took me to watch Full Metal Alchemist?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I'm not.
So
I'm just saying.
no, so I can't be mad at you then. I guess to be fair, it took me 15 years. Damn.
Man, I told you
finally
about Pluto.
watch it, so.
I don't know what the hell you're mad.
Oh, so what is it? 2025. All right, so 2040.
Check in
I
with
think
me
that'll
in 20
be-
years.
I feel like at that time, that's when I'll be like, Chris, you're kind of an asshole.
That's the
You
deadline.
should
Okay,
watch
you're
Pluto.
right. You know what? That's reasonable and fair. I understand that. Okay, so we should probably move on to our next series.
Yeah.
Tell that pussycat girl me know what.
Kagurabachi. And with that,
Kegs.
I'm gonna pass this one over to Josh.
Thank you, Chris, the unbiased king. Kagurabachi, chapter number 68, Metamorphosis. Yeah, pretty sick. Pretty sick. That's a pretty sick. I know alternate title for that one. Previously on Kagurabachi, Hirohiko took on the manager of the Bloodshot Hotel and declared he had a free sword style No masters. He's just winging it. The ultimate. Is that an edgelord's dream? Not really. I
Not
just
really.
imagine when I imagine edgelords, I also imagine people that think like they would be like the main characters and everything would be super easy for them. Like if they play D&D, they would like be obnoxious. Like
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Hirohiko is particularly edge.
he's not an edgelord.
Yeah.
He's a psychopath.
He's a
for
little
sure,
psycho.
though,
He's a
but
little crazy boy, but
he's mental.
Yeah.
Well anyway, yeah, so all of that with Hirohiko. Also, a cash reward has been sent out to assassinate Iori amongst the hotel customers and goers or whatever. So and you remember a lot of them are mafia goers, so they out for blood. And Chihiro already had to slice a few of them up. Iori decides she wants to go back to a normal life. And right when she comes to that conclusion, Hirohiko pulls up in an elevator face to face with them, with the head of the manager. That's supposed to be a big deal. But more on that a little bit later. So here we are, Chihiro and them face to face, holding the head of the manager, like I said. And he's like, yeah, Hirohiko's like, yo, I asked this guy's brain where you guys were at, and brought me right to y'all. Sweet. I don't know if he's being sarcastic, but a part of me wishes that that's the case.
yeah.
But it'd be also cool if he had some type of ability that let him do that. Or if the manager was so strong-willed, he just was alive still and talked. No, he can't talk. He has no lungs. Yeah. Caught myself there. Anyway.
Good job.
And he notices Iori, and he's like, thank you for being born. Slashes, then it's decapitated, which blood Jiro's face. And here he could go straight for Iori to take, or at least wound her. Like, he tries to cut her leg off, which Chihiro blocks immediately, and Iori is fucking frightened. Hirohiko starts talking shit about, all the pressure that must be on Chihiro, and that when he gets his hands on Iori, he's going to be able to, I guess, shut Samura down, so to speak. Chihiro's like, you won't lay a finger on her. This girl is no longer part of this. He's letting that nigga know. I'm not even trying to make fun of him. He's just
All
Tell us
women
straight up.
are queens.
as yes, fuck is you talking about? So he pushes Hiyori into the elevator and cuts the fucking string. I don't know how he did that actually, but I'm not gonna.
What he did was
Oh no. He go ahead. I know what happened, but go ahead.
yeah, he
break it down
cuts
for us.
he straight cuts through the wall of the elevator and cuts through the elevator wire that's holding it up. Which
Yeah, that was fucking
pretty
sick.
tough. Pretty tough.
And left Iori on the floor they was on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So as they're Chihiro and Hirohiko are descending, as Iori turns and sees a whole bunch of mafiosos or yakuza, whatever,
Bad guys.
Japanese gangster bad guys coming to hunt her, and also coming out of another elevator is Mini Masumi.
Mini
our
Masumi
favorite
man.
character. Yeah, Mini Masumi man. So he cleans them up real quick, gets back in the elevator, and he's like, all right, we're heading up. And we just finished that seal that's going to turn you into a normal girl, which you want to do, right? And she's like, well, yeah, but are you sure it's going to be okay? I mean, look at everything that fucking happened. And he's like, nah, like, look, the seal's going to be mad strong. So everybody at your school is going to forget, although, the people that died can't really do anything about that.
Yeah,
but at least they won't relate it to you.
Yeah. People will either be dead or forget you entirely.
Yeah, so don't worry about it. And she starts kind of putting the blame on herself, and he's like, "Nah, like, look, that's the Shaku's fault. They were the only, they were the only group that decided they was gonna hunt down a high school girl. You know what I mean? So that's on you. But we also fucked up too. He's like, we're ninja. We never learned about human emotions. When we created that seal 3 years ago, we didn't understand the parent-child bond, so our seal was insufficient. But now we talk to you for a little while and we totally get how you feel about your friends and family. So it's good. All we need is a key. Yeah, about that key, right? So apparently they need a key to access this lantern. That's like the power source for the, I guess, what does it say?
For the barrier.
There's like a barrier, yeah. Around the hotel. I don't know what the barrier is for. What does it repel? Buildings imbued to ensure complete. I guess it's a barrier to block out like cell phone signals and shit. It's for privacy's sake. Not a barrier like in Jujutsu Kaisen. Anyway, the lantern, which is the power source of the barrier, I guess because it's like a battery, they can use it to power the seal, which the manager, who's dead right now, by the way.
He's gone.
Said they could borrow for a little while. Yeah, he's done so. Did we?
I don't think we did.
You,
Let me.
no,
I forgot.
didn't.
This is for Sengoku.
Crazy thing is, we could have waited to use that.
Yeah, but
But
it's
it's
overdue.
okay.
He was. We knew he was dead.
Let's not rub it in. Yeah,
we knew
yeah,
he was dead.
he was
week.
due.
So he's overdue.
Well, we didn't know he was dead. We
No,
did
he
because
did.
he
He
came.
came with the head.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we had a whole week. Yeah, there was no way unless
Yeah.
that was part of his
His
Hatsu
ultimate
or
plan.
something.
His secret plan.
Yeah, to be decapitated.
First step: let him decapitate me.
Yeah. Anyway, so Mini Masumi is breaking down that like the manager had the key, and he was going to pass that on to us. But Yori says that Chihiro's on his way down to the I guess to the first floor anyway. So he'll go get the key from the manager, who's dead. So we cut back to this epic scene of Chihiro and Hirohiko in midair because the elevator's falling, like sword clashing with each other as they hit the first floor really fucking hard and nobody dies. Must be nice.
Right.
So he sees a guy laying down on the ground. Oh, actually, well, Chihiro has this inner monologue and he's saying his technique. Speaking of Hirohiko, his technique is unorthodox, but each slash is loaded with powerful spirit energy, even though he seems to have very little experience with the sword. So he has hellish strength with not a whole lot of skill, but he is tricky. So there's a guy lying down on the ground, and thank God he has the key and sees Chihiro, and he passes it to him. He's like, "This is the key for the lantern." And he starts talking about Hirohiko's like, yo, that guy was clearly an amateur, just swinging blindly and following no particular form, and yet his unskilled sword severed the general manager's arm. So we cut back to what happened in the earlier while the manager was still alive. So his hand is on the ground, and they're thinking like, damn, like what sort of stance is that? As he thinks a student of freedom, he's about to learn that swordplay is nothing to trifle with.
I just remember this.
And so this is the guy. Huh?
Yeah, I just remember this scene being so funny.
Yo, this shit was insane. So so the guy that was laying on the floor talking to Chihiro right now, he has a little flashback about the past, about how he trained under Master Sengoku daily for 7 years, and all that time he never scored a single point against them. As he says, "Nice try, your footwork follow through was weak." Like, very wise,
Bro. It's like, huh?
Don't worry,
You're learning.
Get to my level at the point.
Yeah.
You're learning, yeah. as he says, there are no geniuses in this world. Nothing surpasses diligent and consistent effort. Never neglect that. He's like, yes, sir. So his consciousness drifts back to what he's seeing in front of him. He says, what the hell? As he watches his master Sengoku get hacked into multiple pieces in front of him by Hirohiko, who is unskilled. As he screams, you damn liar! There are geniuses!
Calling him a liar is crazy.
As he's hacked into pieces.
Yo. Dude, that was so funny.
It's like, which piece are you saying it to, bro?
Yes. Dude, I mean, way to kick a man while he's down.
This is exactly. Oh, I don't know. Major Jujutsu Kaisen spoiler.
Literally was like, you fucking talking all that shit as he was being beheaded.
As we seen what happened, we don't gotta say it, but probably people already know. But like, man, he said he'd win. He said he'd win, and he didn't.
He was literally like, nah, I'd win.
Yeah, this is exactly how that guy felt. He continues to say he was unstoppable. His sword was invisible as Hirohiko emerges unscathed from the elevator shaft, which they dropped several floors from. Yes. Enough floors to kill
a normal person.
Yeah, or the most athletic, durable person in real life too.
Mm-hmm.
Like peak Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, you think that would have killed him?
Yeah, for sure. I gotta figure that out now. How many floors could you drop an elevator shaft, an elevator, and survive?
Yeah, how many elevator shafts?
With all your bearings.
Yeah, how many floors would it take to keep Arnold Schwarzenegger alive? How many floors could he survive? In his peak, in his prime.
Yeah, like we talk like Predator, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Terminator.
Well, Total Recon, maybe. Yeah, it's Terminator Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What was that documentary he did where Pumping Iron or something?
Yeah, he really used to bodybuild though.
Yeah.
That one. Steroids
Schwarzenegger.
Steroids. I'm not writing that down. I'm not writing that down. You can keep that if you want. I'm not writing that down. So anyway, Hirohiko's emerges from the elevator shaft as Chihiro keeps in mind invisible sword skills. So Hirohiko lunges towards him. He approaches. Through the keen vision Chihiro honed over all the deadly battles he's endured, he perceived the secret to Hirohiko's technique. He's basically using both of his hands. He's throwing the sword behind his back and uses either hand to slash with it, which really throws off against most traditional swordsmen who aren't used to fighting ambidextrous swordsmen. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure even like if there were people who were ambidextrous, they still favored one, hand, sword fighting. Worst you had to deal with is a southpaw, right? So it makes sense. It makes sense why people will get caught off guard. I'm definitely bleeding into my thoughts for the chapter, but whatever. Anyway, that's my style. So yeah, Hirohiko sees through his little trick, and right as Hirohiko's starting to swing his invisible blade, he dodges it. And with the purest intent to kill, he uses his newly acquired skill, EA White Death, I think, or something like that.
Purity, purity.
EA Purity slash.
Yeah,
I like
the Purity better. Slash. White Purity? What was it? White
Death or something
White Death.
That. White Death slash. ERE White Death slash. Mm-hmm. So, and it almost takes off Hirohiko's head because again he had the intent to kill. I guess with the Japanese words.
Yeah, it's literally the sound effect. Skill.
And Hirohiko somehow dodges that shit. As the guy that was just like, telling his little story about his master on the ground, he's looking like, no way. How did he dodge that shit? Hirohiko's like, damn, he counted from that position. And his blade was faster than mine. Truly ferocious. I like it. And he's like, that was close.
Whoo.
Yeah. So Hiro's like, he dodged. My white purity style needs to be faster. I need to be fucking faster. He's like so distraught.
Yeah, he's like he's like Michael Jordan, just like torturing himself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like Samura is currently in motion to kill the contractor sword bearers. I must move faster. As he says, I will kill you and get to the roof. Simple as that. To take the key and give Iori her life back. So we cut back to Iori and Mini Masumi. I'm sorry.
I said manifested king.
Yes.
I will kill you and go to the roof.
Take this fucking guy out. Cut his arms off. Cut his legs off this time.
Yeah.
That'll be great. So that the third time when he loses, the third time he beats him, he makes him paraplegic.
Yeah.
And there's like a lesson in that or something.
It's something like that. There's a moral in parapleging your enemies.
Yeah. Shout out to y'all though. Y'all are beautiful and y'all matter. And I'd smoke a blunt with y'all. Y'all could do that. Y'all could smoke a blunt with your boy if you want to.
Only if you want to.
Though. Yeah, I'm not, I'm not gonna force it on nobody. You feel me? So yeah. Anyway, Mini Masumi is speaking to Yuri, and she's like, "Oh, so you've made up your mind? You're going to return to school for sure." And we get a little interesting pebble, right? A little grain, as Yuri thinks to herself, "It's like it's not just that I want to reject that truth." She's like, she thinks about how like her father doesn't know of her right now either.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's moving independent of her right now because the memories only started coming back to her. And she says, sounds like my dad's attention is elsewhere. I guess he's fine with forgetting me. As she says, I'm the only one who is struggling with the hole in my heart. So you get the end of the chapter. Christian, what were your thoughts?
It was a tough one this week, man, because this chapter was crazy. I'm gonna get water,
but I can still hear you, bro.
All right. I mean, obviously the artwork, blah blah blah. It's amazing as usual. I mean, this guy is cooking with his art at all times, everywhere. This 2-page spread where they cross swords is so sick, so sick. My MVP of this week is this guy who just like was like, I can't believe this motherfucker lied to me. There are geniuses. That shit made me laugh so hard when I first read it. Yeah, I mean, I thought this was really cool. I am enjoying this more down to earth style of the battles in Kagurabachi. I think it's just more visceral and just like more intense. In a way, it feels more real than, just the magic sword fighting. There's something like very visceral about it. That's very interesting.
I mean, how fucking rough was that?
Right? That's so fucking funny. I love it so much. You like, damn liar.
He thought maybe like my master might struggle, especially since he lost his hand, like his arm. But like he had there's no thought in his head that he was gonna instantly die like that.
Yeah. Bro was crying when he saw that happen. But not because his master died. It's because he was like, this fucking guy was emoting on me all year. He's telling me I wasn't working hard enough. There's just people who are just good at this shit.
Yeah. Like Hirohiko.
Yeah.
Born psychopath.
Yeah. Chihiro didn't care about that shit, though. He's like, I fought this guy before. I took off his arms.
Yeah. Yeah, you think that's why Hirohiko did that?
Did what?
He's like, I'm going to show everybody else what it's like to lose your ability to hold things.
Yeah. Yeah, I will not be
Aside from
doing.
with your toes.
Yeah, I think it's on Iori. I think it's an interesting perspective. I wonder if she actually goes through with it. I'd be kind of surprised if they actually wipe her memories, but I think it's honestly a good point to be like, hey, you know what, man, my dad doesn't want anything to do with me. You know, I get it, like that feeling of abandonment. So I something tells me that she's gonna stick around. Probably that they're not gonna revert her curse or whatever. But Kagurabachi has subverted
Yeah.
expectations before, so you know it could go either way, really. But it was a lot of action this chapter. I do love the objective of getting the key, you know, because that kind of forces Iori back into the action in a sense. I can't imagine that they're going down there and they're not going to get involved in this in some way. But yeah, those are really all my thoughts about Kagurabachi. I really enjoyed this chapter, and it was a real close, real tight race for RGC.
Yes.
Josh, what did you think?
Yeah, so I really wanted this to be my RGC until I just felt like, man, Sakamoto Days just delivered in that moment. This had some cool fucking moments all throughout this chapter. Like, don't get me wrong, and I don't want to belittle Kagurabachi because they have very emotionally intelligent dialogue as well, with Chihiro trying to get through the shit he experienced and how, you know, Iori has had to come to terms with the life she wants to choose. But speaking of Iori, right? You know, I would have believed that she had all intentions to go back to her normal life and that she wouldn't have because shit would have got out of hand. Like Samura might have maybe remembered too, and then pulled up and he was like, I will take you now and keep you safe, my daughter. Type shit. Yeah, I don't know. So I kind of lost my train of thought. Yeah, well anyway, what I'm trying to say is that she's it seems like right now she's also not like it would be one thing if she was fully desired to do it. It seems like there's some motivation to do it. Like she's trying to spare her father. And that's not I mean, she can do whatever she wants, but you know, someone like Chihiro hearing that, he ain't gonna be feeling that shit. Don't do it because you feel sorry for your fucking piece of shit murderous father, that traitorous heathen that caused Josh and Brian to be wrong burgundy.
Yeah. Well, I don't think she's doing it because
Like
she
it
feels
wasn't
bad
enough
for
to
him.
just stay alive. You had to then become the main villain of the series or something. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Yeah, I don't think it's because she feels sorry for him. I think she's like, I think it's the opposite. It's like, well, he clearly doesn't have any problems being apart from me. So, like, if he made this deal in the first place, I think that's more
Yeah.
of what she's saying. But either way,
Do you think Hirohiko is going to be recurring to the series,
yeah.
or do you think he's going to be finished like in this arc?
No, I think he's gonna be.
Well,
recurring.
like, all right. How do I put it? How do I put it? You know how like do volumes carry multiple arcs? No, arcs could go across multiple volumes, right?
Yes.
It's the other way around. So I would feel like there has been small arcs in Kagurabachi. There hasn't been any major long arcs yet.
Yeah.
So with that said, I guess I'm thinking is Hirohiko just a part of these mini series of arcs right now? Because this is the second time he's running into him already.
Mm-hmm.
And they both can't use the sword. So I it's how they clash probably when they could both use their enchanted blades.
Yeah.
So maybe it's gonna have maybe after they this time we will they clash again. I'm thinking unless
No.
in this season.
No, I think it's definitely like, I don't think Hirohiko's going anywhere until he uses the enchanted blade. So it'd be like kind of pointless to give him the ownership without, allowing him out of all people to use it. He's like kind of a bigger antagonist.
No, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Unless he uses it in this arc somehow.
Dude, I'm just looking through the pages of this chapter. This is an incredible chapter from an art art perspective, man. There are so many fucking cool shots.
Oh, yeah.
Let's start from page 1 and I'll call out the ones that are crazy. Page 3. That almost a full page spread. Well, not a full page, just one. So page 3.
Mm-hmm.
Hope the right pages. Yeah, so page 3, the guy's head getting chopped off.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
The guy's head getting chopped up?
Yeah, right. So it was early. Then that elevator scene. Then the scene with the guy getting hacked up.
Mm-hmm.
Then the page right after it, with Hirohiko getting out the elevator shaft.
Yeah.
Then literally, this is a 3-page bonanza. It was, oh my god, literally from fucking from the moment the dude got hacked up, it started going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like Hirohiko emerges from the elevator shaft, he lunges towards Chihiro. The calmest page out of all of this is 16, but even that looks cool with him like jumping towards him, and then him showing the little sword technique behind his back,
Mm-hmm.
and then the sword going towards, like, man, fucking incredible.
Yeah, this guy's nice.
This was like a roller coaster, purely off art. I have nothing more to say, man.
Yeah.
Incredible chapter.
Agreed.
I almost feel bad not giving it to RGC now, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Brian, what did you think about this chapter?
This chapter picks up where Hirohiko and Chihiro left off at the kabuki play. Two sides of the same genius coin, except Hirohiko continues to be a brilliantly toxic lil piece of shit that's flashy AF with nothing but BM. Sengoku gets the ultimate disrespect this chapter because he literally does not stop getting chopped up for a MFR that was aura farming all over his beta cuck disciples for years. Aside from that, the action and art as always is a feast for the eyes. For that, this will be my RGC for the week.
This is Brian's RGC for the week. So, Kagurabachi gets some justice.
Certified RGC.
He calls Sengoku a beta cuck.
Certified RGC.
He said he is a beta cuck. Aura farming.
He said aura farming his beta cuck disciples. Yeah.
Oh my god. All right, you know what? While we're talking about funny lingo, I learned a new term. Do you know what loner posting is?
No, what is that?
What does it sound like to you?
Loner posting?
Yeah.
Are you posting alone?
Like if they are like posting things like on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, right? And it's like, quotes of like loner quotes, or like like imagine a picture of a wolf out in the wilderness by itself, and in a quote like alpha wolf makes his own path or something like, I don't know. Or basically I heard this in a video where they were talking about Elon Musk, and they said that he turns into a loner poster after every divorce. He's not supposed. So I think I gave the wrong imagery with the post. It's like basically shit talking about I'm good on my own. All I need, is myself type shit. You know what I mean? It's loner posting.
Well,
it's kind of cringe and edgelordy almost.
It's definitely cringe and edgelordy, but it's good to know.
I asked Brian if he knew what it meant, and he said no, he's never heard of that before.
Yeah, that's a new one. I've never heard that one. But those were Brian's thoughts. Brian thought it was a really good chapter.
Yeah.
But yeah, are we ready to move on to the next one? Do you have any rebuttals?
No.
All right. Then let's get going. Black Clover. It's been a while for Black Clover. These are Black Clover's chapters 377 and 378. Are you still laughing about Aura farming
Aura farming dating
disciples?
Cause I didn't even want to go, but I didn't. All right, I'm sorry. We'll talk about a whole nother series. Let's stick with Black Clover.
So we got 2 chapters of Black Clover today, mostly action, and it's been a while for Black Clover.
But it's been a minute.
Yeah, last we had Black Clover, lots of final battles are happening between Yami and Morgan, or Noct, whichever one, I forget. It's been 3 months.
Yami and Noct was fighting.
Yami and Noct was fighting
/
Morgan.
Yeah,
and I think they won.
they did. That's
wanna
the
say
sword
they
went through
won?
his chest.
Cool. And the last chapter left off with Yuno and Asta heading straight for Lucius to fight him on a 2-on-1. So, battles are being won left and right. Yuno and Asta are floating up. There's this one demon.
Oh, you didn't talk about your favorite character. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, okay. This chapter opens up with one demon watching over the victories that are happening across the battlefield. And he is just nonchalant as all nonchalant get. He's watching the plans being destroyed. And he's thinking, yeah, they're better than I thought. It may be only a matter of time for the other fights as well. And we cut to see who's remaining in the battles. We see Henry in the Black Bulls headquarters fighting against one of the paladins, one of the paladin clones. There's a bunch of the captains fighting against another one. There's the reality warping witch and Gray fighting one of the paladins. Charmy and Zeno and Finral and Nero are fighting against another one. There's a lot of battles happening.
Yeah.
And cool nonchalant demon is like, did Lucius see this far ahead? Now then, all that's left is, and then we cut back to Yuno and Asta flying up. Yuno tells Belle that she's doing a great job, but she's like, Neverland's about to hit its limit, huh? And Asta tosses Yuno some food from Charmy, and it helps her magic recover.
Sensu bean?
Yeah, basically. He's like, here, have a sensu bean. And he eats it, and both him and Belle eat it, and they get magic recovery. And now the two of them only have to take down Lucius. And they arrive at Lucius's headquarters in a big, super cool 2-page spread where they stand before him in his super cool crucifix throne.
It was. Is it?
Yeah, there's like a crucifix on it.
Why? He doesn't even believe in Christ.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he does.
Maybe he does. My bad.
I mean, you can't be decked out in these many crucifixes without believing in the Lord.
But he wants to create a brand new world and stuff. Well, whatever. Maybe it's
With the power of Jesus.
I guess so. I guess that's what he thinks. And who am I to step over his faith?
Yeah. And Lucius is like, it's a shame. I see you intend to obstruct my truly peaceful world to the bitter end. And Asta's like, I don't know whether that world is good or not. A world without fighting and war. I don't know if that's good. But the one thing I do know is that you made Sister Lily cry. And he said if you're correct about bringing a future, if you're about bringing a correct future, then why did a good person like her end up going through something like that? And
That's a good point, Asta. It actually is.
Lucius gives the biggest piece of shit grin as he's like, "It's all your fault, Asta."
The biggest shit-eating grin ever.
Well, that's because it's all your fault, Asta. He said, you are the world's flaw. When you get involved, people end up suffering. He said, come on now. Why won't you understand? And that's when Yuno gets tight, because nobody's going to talk shit about Asta right in front of Yuno. Yuno's like, I knew it. You're not some god who sincerely wishes for peace for us human. You're just a human who doesn't like it when things don't go his way. Nothing but a self-righteous bastard. And Lucius is like, so I guess trying to persuade you is pointless. And then he goes into his super cool paladin form, and he's like, I'll defeat the two of you and create an ideal world. Kamehameha! And
He just shoots his blast.
he shoots a blasty blast. But Asta and Yuno are immediately break through it and are like, we'll smash it up right along with you. And that brings us to our
Pretty fucking sick.
so
Not gonna
fucking
lie.
cool. So
Not
cool.
gonna lie. Pretty fucking hype. Not even being sarcastic.
Yeah. I thought it was cool too. But we got another chapter to go through, chapter 378, Friction.
Oh, the color pages. Wait.
Oh, yeah. Wait, should it be the other hand?
I don't know.
No, shit.
I guess. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. We got to
Yeah,
pull it up.
that's the thumbnail right there.
Yeah, right? This is hard.
Who's Asta and who's fucking... I guess I'd be Asta.
Yeah, you could be Asta. I'll be Yuno.
Just
You be
fucking
Asta.
hate
I'll be
him.
Yuno. Yuno has all the cool powers. He has the star magic.
He does. Shit is cool. I forgot about that, actually.
Yeah. So Yuno and Asta start this chapter by immediately jumping Lucius. Lucius basically teleports in front of Asta and punches him really
Turns
hard.
into an infighter.
Yeah, he is. He turns into an infighter, punches Asta. But Yuno pulls up behind him and tries to slash him. He gets intercepted by some weird thing.
A chain?
A chain? Nah. It looks like a tail of something. I don't know. Bone tail thing.
Bone tail?
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, it's bones. So he's like body compression. He's shooting bones out of his body. It's like bone bullets.
Kinimaru.
Yeah. What a cool power that was, huh?
Yeah, he didn't have to. If he was going to bring people back, he should have brought that one guy back.
Yeah. He did, I think. He showed up in the war arc as a zombie.
Oh.
I think.
Did he have a... He probably didn't have a prevalent role, did he?
No.
That's unfortunate.
But yeah, battle is continuing. Lucius is holding his own against both a full-powered Asta and Yuno. And he's thinking to himself, wind and star magic, bursting with unlimited potential, one loved by mana. Anti-magic, repels magic of all kinds and obliterates it. And he's like, their powers obstruct each other, but they're polar opposites. So why are they such a good team? And he's like, no, they're surpassing what each other has imagined.
No.
They're surpassing my profit. And then he gets cut in hand. His hands get cut off by Asta using Zetin. Yeah, he's like, whoa, you Zetin. But, you know, Lucius powers up his, what was the cannon, the Iron Man thing?
Unibeam. He starts trying to power up his Unibeam.
He goes, Unibeam. But
Just for...
But then Yuno comes in and King Dedede smashes his head.
Completely like demolishes
You know, like
him.
when you're stuck.
I didn't know he had that type of firepower, man.
You know when you're charging an attack and smash, and then King Dedede's right behind you, it just goes.
Wow, you got no time to move out of it, and you know, death.
Yeah.
But he came out of nowhere. That's like if King Dedede's forward smash was as fast as fucking Meta Knight or something.
Yeah. That was
Nigga
crazy.
came up, instantly teleported. But he did a wind up somewhere else, and then as he was swinging, teleported and blah.
Literally, yeah.
That was lit.
So, you know, everybody
Look
like,
at the
you know.
crater, bro.
Yeah, he cratered his shit. and of course, Asta is nothing but happy for him. He's like, "You did it, you leveled up again." And is like, "So did you, Asta."
You hate this.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. I think it's
But
fun.
you don't love it.
No, I love it. I think it's good.
You do?
I do. And Asta's mutual respect is something I enjoy. I make fun of because it's funny, but I like it. But
I do enjoy it.
But that's the Black Clover's chapters 377 and 378. Josh, what did you think about these chapters?
I mean, damn, it's been so long. I do remember what happened last time, the fight, the Shadow and Light fight, which was sick. The Noel family fight was really, really good too. I don't really remember the other ones too much, but Asta and this kid are fucking unstoppable. I mean, they have powered up on levels that I'd like to see them fight other people from different series in the death battle.
Yeah.
Which the crazy thing is they had a death battle which was so weird to me. They did Asta versus what's his name? Asta versus Deku from My Hero Academia. And I guess the theme was that like they're both people that was born without powers or something like that, but yeah, I didn't love the matchup. But yeah, these is strong too. Anyway, yeah, all I could talk about is how strong these guys are. I wish I had more substance to add to this, but it's well done. I guess I can't wait to see what more bullshit this guy has up his sleeve as these, in the next 3 months.
Yeah.
So to speak. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun covering it with you, though, reading it along and stuff. But anyway, you got any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's always kind of like a refreshing thing to see Black Clover. I forget how much I missed this series until it comes back. 3 months between chapters is brutal, to be honest.
Yeah.
But, whatever keeps the guy healthy and happy. I mean, it is what it is. I thought, the artwork is just so good. I've never seen, I think I've brought this up before, but it is so cool to see how much he's improved and gone from being, a good artist to, some of the, coolest art in Jump at the time when it was in Jump. So I always like looking at Black Clover in a sense that the art is so good.
For sure.
As much as, I take the piss out of just the mutual self-respect, the mutual respect between Asta and and how kind of funny it is sometimes where even Lucius is floored by how much they just are competing but respectfully. Yeah.
He's like, oh my God, they are literally making themselves get better as I speak. And now I'm dead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just fodder. I'm practice game for them. This is bullshit. I'm being crushed by positive competition, by the spirit of good competition and sportsmanship. But yeah, I mean, it was great to read Black Clover again, and I can't wait to read it again in 2 months. I think it's been a month since it came out.
Yeah.
So, it seems we're driving towards the end now. I don't know how many battles they're actually going to focus on until it's over. But yeah, I don't know. He has all the time in the world in my book, to be honest.
Yeah, right. It's whatever. It'll come around when it comes around. I guess Hunter x Hunter.
Mm-hmm. But those are all my thoughts. Brian.
In World Trigger.
No. Brian, what did you think about Black Clover?
Asta and Yuno finally pull up on Lucius to bring him the Omega Double Friendship Fuckfest with their new Super Saiyan power-ups. Asta tries to give Lucius a piece of his mind, but Lucius casts black magic. Gaslight Gatekeep slams a Uno reverse card and basically says, "No, you lulls," which is hilarious because that's his way of trying to convince them not to give him the works. The action was fire. Asta and Wombo combos are always a great sight to see, and Black Clover is at its best when friendship is in action against unfriendly MF heirs. Good chapters.
Yeah.
Astute
I agree.
analysis, Brian from the Singularity.
Robot Brian.
Singularity, Brian.
You wish you a safe trip back to the flesh realm.
I won't stop until you're back, little brother. Brian, right now, the internet is his suit of armor, and I'm trying to get him out of it. I'm trying to get his real body back.
That's why he used so many chronically online terms.
It's true. Once Brian becomes one with the Singularity, he has no choice but to speak in Gen Z chronically online language.
Yeah. I also learned a new word, but I'm still not 100% sure what it means. But have you ever heard the term calling someone a gooner?
Yeah, I know what a gooner is.
Would you mind explaining that?
I would, actually.
Okay. Never mind then.
Would you like to explain what a gooner is?
I have a vague. All right, so I can see what the definitions are, but I thought there's more of a specific thing to it other than the masturbation aspect of it. I thought it's more about a mindset and attitude along with masturbation.
I think it is a mindset and an attitude.
Right?
It's a way of life.
All right, let's talk about it. Bro. So what it sounds like it's edging, right? Like that's what they say, like they edge, which is something that I guess normal people do. Like I'm not gonna judge people like that, but it sounds like to be a gooner is like there's a malicious aspect to it, like a negative connotation to it. Like you're doing it in
it definitely
creepy,
has
bad way.
Yeah, it has a bad rap. You don't want to be I don't think you want to be a gooner. This is like, it's tough because, I feel like we're just out of the age range where this means something to us. So gooner came way after us.
That was low. Yeah.
And this is the first moments of feeling old where lingo is starting to
I put it together.
Yeah.
I think I put it together. So, all right. I think the gooners are the guys that do it, like the people who do it strictly to porn, like only to porn, like almost like a red pill person.
Okay.
An incel edging, because obviously he's celibate, so he's only doing it. Yeah, like an incel. That's what incel. I think that's what that is.
Okay, so gooners come in many forms. There's Okay, so first definition I found of a gooner is one who is completely and miserably addicted to porn, but embraces it and loves it.
Yikes.
To use it in a sentence, I watch porn all day. I think I'm becoming a gooner.
I feel bad for that person, hypothetically.
I feel like it's a little too pensive to just be what it is. It's a little too casual.
Really?
It feels.
You think so? I think that's like
for that particular.
Exactly.
It felt like, I guess I'm a gooner.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, like he wasn't 100% sure, but he said like he's starting to become aware of his
he's becoming
growing
self-aware.
porn addiction.
Right. But he's accepting it because the idea is that like you embrace it and you love it. Actually, this is like a lifestyle that you're cool with.
Okay.
Here's another one. A male who watches porn all day while masturbating. People who might be gooners.
Male.
They give examples of who might be gooners.
It has to be a male.
Yeah, it has to be a male. I guess women can't be gooners. There aren't any female goons.
There are women incels.
There are women incels, but are there women gooners?
That's what I need to find out.
This is the question. Hey, if you're a female gooner, please comment below and let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Talk to us about the experience, what it means.
Yeah, what's it like
know?
being in a male-dominated field such as gooning?
Yeah.
I feel like it's got to
Let
be
us
tough.
know.
Used in a sentence, I gooned too hard. I lost the record.
What's the record?
I don't know, bro.
What record?
Okay, there's two more I want to give examples of because these are the two most.
I could do it's a bird. I'm a face. Oh
Okay.
my god.
A gooner.
Oh, I could. I can't. I can't.
He said, okay, so here's the one. It's a lot more innocent.
It's just so funny to me. I'm not even like that high enough to like that.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. It is funny. Okay, a gooner.
Have I ever heard somebody say
I gooned
that
too hard?
shit in real life?
Sorry, buddy, I gooned too hard.
I would think your tears would stream from my face.
Hey, man, I'm sorry I couldn't make it to the party. I gooned too hard.
Yeah. I can't breathe right now. Okay, let me get myself together.
Wait, hold on. I gotta get. This is the better one. This isn't very funny at all. This is just the most innocent
Okay.
last two terms of gooning.
I'm literally crying.
A gooner is a massive fan of the YouTube video essay creator, mainly known for his iceberg videos, and his second channel to which he posts gaming videos. Question, the example is person A. Did you see Wendy Goon's new video? And of course, the person B is like, of course I saw it, man. You know I'm a gooner.
I got a voice. What? Wait. Oh no, boy! If I look that up on YouTube, it's gonna infect my algorithm.
You might.
Wendy Goon.
Yeah,
Let me look it up.
Your algorithm might think you're a gooner, dude.
Let me see if it pops up. Wendy
Gooner. WENDIGOON.
Oh, WEN. Wait, WEN.
DIGOON.
Oh, what an I. Wendy Goon. When I changed the Y, because I thought it was Wendy, like the like the name Wendy,
like a name,
like Wendy's, yeah. To just I, then Goon popped up. Wendy Goon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna search it.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to search it.
This is
I
the
don't
last
even
one.
want it. I don't even want to go down that world. I don't want to know anything about it.
This is funny. A person. This is the last definition I'll read for the gooner.
All right.
A person connected in any way with the North London outfit Arsenal. Many campaigns have fought for the name to be changed to London French due to the team's large Gaelic contingent. Their main rivals in London are Tottenham and Chelsea, although many gooners hate Manchester United with equal venom. Example, using in an example sense, I hate those gooner scum.
Oh, you call it like in a derogatory sense.
Yeah, I guess anybody who's a fan of Arsenal, which I
Is a
believe
gooner.
is a gooner.
Wow. I think Nets fans are gooners.
Oh yeah. Oh no,
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sorry. I found damn it! I found one that's too good.
He said, "Oh no." Go for it. Let's just be the last one and let's
this
shut
will be
it
the
down.
last one. Yeah, we
your
gotta
boy's
shut it down.
starving.
Okay, someone who sniffs poppers excessively while masturbating.
Poppers?
Yeah,
What are those?
you know what poppers are?
No. Sniff them? Poppers?
Yeah, they're like They're like a drug, I think, mostly used in the LGBT community.
Yes, you know what's funny? So I'll put in Poppers, and these are the first results: Poppers, New Jersey, Poppers,
Poppers,
near me,
New Jersey?
Poppers. Hey, yo.
Is that a place? Is that like a city
I
in
don't
New
know.
Jersey?
Maybe it's like a restaurant or something, right? And then right after, so you see Poppers, New Jersey, Poppers near me. Yeah, it must be like a restaurant.
Okay, it has to
Poppers
be.
Rush. Don't
It
know
can't
what
be
that
just
means.
though that easy. This is where you
And
can
right
find
after
poppers.
that, I hear Poppers gay term.
Nice.
Yeah, so he was right there with it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm hip to the culture. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this thorough education on the many forms of gooner. Really, it doesn't seem like you want to be any of these things. So let's.
Yeah, don't be a loner poster. Don't be a beta cuck. Don't be a gooner.
Don't be a gooner.
Don't be an edgelord.
Definitely don't be an edgelord. Well, you could be. I don't know what's worse, being an edgelord or being a gooner.
Probably a gooner.
Yeah, gooner feels like unhealthy almost.
I feel like it's worse. Yeah, that's feels like instead of it being a phase, it's like a you need therapy.
Yeah, it's unhealthy in your mind, but also your body. Where being an edgelord, you're just being
it's not.
You're being a social plague.
Gooning is beyond masturbation. Totally healthy and normal to do that. In fact, I encourage it, especially for people in relationships. You got to do it. All right? You want to stay faithful? you better do some self-maintenance. You feel me?
Yeah.
It helps. Yeah.
Well,
anyway, enough revealing info.
Yeah, that's it for Black Clover. This has been
No, we're not including that all for Black Clover. This is its own. This is extras at the end.
Yeah, consider this a post-show chat show.
Yeah.
Which is literally just us being old men about the word gooner.
Yeah.
But thank you guys.
Oh man, Brian! I can't wait till Brian hears this.
Oh my god, I hope he does. But that has been our show. Thank you guys so much for listening, as per usual. You can find me at the Quintessential on Twitter and Instagram. Brian is at b.esp on Twitter and Instagram. You can find him when he's streaming at twitch.tv/It's Punchline. Josh is at jdcole_37 and on Instagram at New Trip City Josh on TikTok. Follow the show itself at New Trip City on Instagram and TikTok. And you could also subscribe to us. Email us at newtripcitypod@gmail.com with any questions, suggestions, anything you guys want us to talk about, any interesting Gen Z chronically online slang that you guys want us to overview and teach a course on, because we're apparently good at that. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube. Please do that. It would make me very excited to see that we get building a little community, which we are. We're growing slowly, and I appreciate you guys for helping us with that. Keep it coming. With that, that's it for the show. We will see you guys next week. Stay safe, New Jump citizens.
Peace out. And I can hear my cat snoring.
Good night, Coco.